Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.
PM Gruevski leads delegation at UN General Assembly. The Macedonian delegation attending the UN General Assembly, led by Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski, held several bilateral and multilateral meetings in New York. PM Gruevski attended the formal reception for the heads of delegations attending the 68th General Assembly of the United Nations, organized by US President Barack Obama. Foreign Minister Nikola Popasky has already met with OSCE Secretary General Lamberto Zanier and New Zealand Foreign Minister Miriam McCauley, and took part at a ministerial meeting of the Organization of the Francophonie and special event on the Millennium Development Goals, organized by the UN Secretary General. Minister Popasky on Venizelos' statement. Foreign Minister Nikola Popasky responded to the statement of Greek Foreign Minister Evangelos Venizelos, who claims that the only solution to the name dispute is a new erga omnes name that would contain a geographic denominator. I think it is highly important to take into account the UN framework for resolving this dispute and the opinion of the International Court of Justice before giving such statements. These two instruments provide a clear definition of what can and what an outside force cannot regulate. First of all, we need to remember that these are two democratic countries that insist on the rule of law and observance of international norms. If this is true, these issues can be overcome easily, stated Minister Popasky. Parliament rejects draft changes to Constitution. The Parliament did not pass Tuesday the draft changes to the Constitution in the section of defining marriage as a union between a man and a woman, submitted by MPs of the ruling parties. 47 MPs voted in favor of the constitutional changes, 26 were against, with 12 abstentions. In the draft changes elaboration, VMRO-DPMNE MP Vlatko Đorđev said they refer to constitutional defining of the marriage as a union between a man and a woman, whereas orphans to be adopted only by couples comprised of a man and a woman or single parents. According to Đorđev, the goal was to prevent any attempts by the opposition to recognize homosexual marriages in the future. SDSM Igor Ivanovski accused VMRO-DPMNE that it implemented bad economic and social policies that degraded the Macedonian family. The constitutional changes required a two-thirds majority. MEP Kukan on Macedonia's EU integration. Macedonia should have commenced the EU accession negotiations long time ago, MEP Eduard Kukan said, expressing hope for the new European Commission report on the country's progress to once again include a recommendation to that effect. I think that it should have happened a long time ago. It is not fair for the Commission to give recommendations 4 years in a row, which enjoyed full support of the European Parliament. We, the European Parliament, shall adopt the same resolution this year. Unfortunately, the Council, which makes the final decisions, fails to hear our voice. They always postpone the decision-making process for 6 months. I sincerely hope for this year's report to include the same recommendation. The EP, on its part, always supports the European Union enlargement process, and I hope for this year it will hold to the same position, Kukan told reporters on Tuesday.